Okay, so last week we continued on with our Sutton Outpost adventures. Mercedes and Sidian just got done with their talk and recap as to what exactly happened during the downtime between getting pulled into that teleportation circle that eventually led them to Pride to what's happening now. A couple of things got discovered, a couple of things got kept secret, but we will see how all that plays out eventually.
Sooner or later?
Sooner or later. Something's gonna happen. But
I really want Arthur to be there when all this lying stuff breaks loose.
I'm sure it'll be fine. But we have the rest of the party meet up with them and start discussing options for how they want to tackle Blindfell. With the help of Natasha and her very useful map making skills that even she didn't know she had, you guys have a clear layout of what it is that you guys are facing. There was discussions of potentially taking two groups, asking for backup, and coming up with some sort of plan to infiltrate Blindfeld. And so we'll pick up with the group still plotting and planning, and I'm curious to know what your guys' next steps are.
Well,
Sorry, I'm reviewing. Sorry, I'm trying to finalize reading the Nine Hills section that you sent.
Oh yeah, you're good, you're good.
Okay. Interesting. So I guess we had talked about the plan. I think we were all together at a point in time. Well, it was City and Mercy, and then the tour group, I believe.
Correct.
Specifically.
Yep, so
Which
City
I
and
think-
Mercy, Eurus, Merzis, Natasha, and Etienne, if Etienne is joining on along with their tour.
yes.
So I think this would be happening in front of Merzis. If that answers your question, Simon?
Yes.
Do you have any thoughts to share?
Just no, making a lot of assumptions that she's going to notice that I'm there when we fight. I'm assuming she does know that we're making a move, but I don't know if she's going to really pay attention to who's there and who's not. We also don't know what she might be or what the major plan is, so she might get like a full list of who's there and like descriptions and everything. She might also just get a random message that just says there's some random people attacking, and she'll just send out people to take care of it without really batting an eye.
It may be an assumption, but if it is something that she takes note of, then it would be helpful. If not, then no harm done, it seems.
No, fair enough.
Yeah. I guess any other input? The two teams, somebody disguised as Merzis, teleportation circle to get out. I actually did have a thought, actually holding up his hand with the ring of spell storing on it. I can pass this off to the infiltration team to use whenever you need to make an escape. Because and this is actually something probably worth checking in, Crystal, as well. Because I double checked the wording on the ring of spell storing. Originally I had thought that there was some restriction of you can only put a spell with a casting time of an action in there, but it doesn't actually have anything about the wording in there, at least from what I can tell. So would I be able to store teleportation, a casting of teleportation circle in there?
see the wording.
Also, do you guys hear music? I do not hear music.
No,
I see the music
I
bot is
I am in the process of getting the
on.
thing set up because
Oh, yeah.
it wants to be a little lame.
That's okay.
Oh, you're good.
Um,
I just wanted to check in, make sure I wasn't
Yeah.
having audio issues.
We can all be lame together. It's okay. No, y'all are fabulous.
But in the
I-
meantime, that gives you guys an escape option who are going on the infiltration team.
I think Eurus would kind of speak up and say, "What about you?" Mind you, I don't think she's aware of Onyx too much, so she's not really taking him into consideration. So she is still wondering, how are you gonna get to the fight, or are you not going to be there? I've just
I think
it seems like we
it
could
seems
use your
like
help.
the plan currently is that I'm going to be a part of the distraction team, probably leading it, though. We'll see how all that goes. I can also work to get anybody that would need to get out. If things go south, have an exit plan. It will take a minute, but you could still do it.
A minute's a long time. I'm just saying that out of character.
I mean,
just
I mean, we
Oh,
can
yeah,
all
it
cover
is
for a minute. It'll just be one of those
minute.
intense, come on moments.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I think those who are we should have our most versatile members of the group, as well as probably the stealthiest, probably go on that mission. Everybody else, and I think let's run this plan by the captain and anybody else at Sutton that might be able to help. Though I think we want to keep it fairly small, roughly like. Let's see. It's because I think what we determined last time is that with the ruling that you're using, only 8 people can go through the teleportation circle for each casting.
Correct.
Yeah. There's the Sisters of. Was it Sisters of Silence?
Yep, a Sisterhood of Silence.
Sisterhood of Silence. And there's 4 members aside from Eurus, right? Am I making stuff up? There's
4, yes.
Cruda, Anger, yeah, 4. So that's half of a single casting right there. That then adds Sidian in. And then that means 3 other people will be able to go in a single round, or potentially up to if we do another casting, that could be 8 more.
Okay.
And if we
And
could
I
hold
will
out for a minute, we could
say,
probably hold out for 2 minutes.
I will say
Holy.
that, yes, you can store 1 teleportation circle casting in your ring.
Okay. And that'll give you guys an exit strategy. So I guess we could also have, that means that we could have up to 8 people going on that infiltration. Then. Not that we need to do that much, but up to that amount. I think Onyx, and I don't know if yours probably isn't. So you did probably see him. I think we did talk about Onyx a little bit during the last session, that game. He would probably be a good candidate for the infiltration team. Merzus, I think Eurus, you had mentioned that you're interested in going in and taking down the two of them.
She does sigh because she said, yes, I do want to do that. However, and she points at the ring. I'm not saying I don't have faith in your magic or this ring. It would also be easier, like you said, with more people. And if you have someone else that can cast another teleportation circle for whatever circumstances we may have needed, something happens to the ring, that would be fine. So what if I stay behind, disguise myself as Merzus? That way, after you get everyone out, we can kind of help each other get back in to help them anyways.
That could be a good idea. We could have a few more people, and then maybe I send others that could support us to safety, and if a few of you, Mercy, I don't know if I'm assuming you're probably going to get in on this, right? Mercedes?
I'm sorry, what?
Sid asks Mercy, I'm assuming that you're wanting to come to this battle, try and
Yes,
help with...
I'll try to help and reinforce. I think I'll leave Hathor here, but Etienne and Mercedes will come.
Hathor could also just be, that's entirely up to you, but she could also just be like another, body on the field. That's up to you, though, if you want to present it.
Yeah, three characters, I think, is going to be quite a bit.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
That's fair. Well, that could potentially be done as like an NPC that you don't necessarily need to play.
Yeah, but then it's really going to be really heavy on Crystal, and she's already going to have to deal with... I don't know how many are we taking.
I'm just going to stick to 2 characters at the moment, and she's supposed to be here to heal anyways.
That's fair. Okay. I would recommend Mercedes. I think you would do well on as part of the distraction reinforcement team. In case things go south down in the dungeon. Eurus, Etienne.
Mm-hmm.
Are you up for heading in with the infiltration team?
Yes.
Oh.
I can take either team. It doesn't matter.
Fair.
Infiltration or battlefield, it doesn't matter. I can have one in either camp.
Well, it's maybe Mercis. It seems like you're almost certainly going to be heading in with them, since you know the lay of the land. I guess Mercis, Natasha, what do you think? Should Natasha join in as well? Because it seems like you also know a good deal about her and what's going on down there.
I know about her, but I also know more about Blindfeld's layouts.
Then you might be more helpful with the outside team. Might help us navigate the battle there. Right. That gets us the Sisters of Silence, Eurus, myself, Mercedes, and Natasha on the outside team, as well as whatever other reinforcements we can muster. I think that leaves, at least currently planned, both Onyx, Merzus, Etienne, and who else might be able to join the infiltration team? Because I think we should have at least one more. Centurion.
No.
No, I mean, sorry. I mean, no, I'm
Centurion, what? Just kind of pops out of nowhere to me.
There's a voice that you
out
hear.
from behind
There's
her.
a voice that you just
Sorry.
hear out of nowhere. Just no.
No,
sorry. I
like
meant to say
a bird, a paper bird, just flies down and just in your face and says, "No."
No, fuck you.
On the back,
Sorry.
it just says, "I gave you the bird."
Sorry, I meant to say Matt. I just, for a while, we just referred to you as Centurion, since that's what
Matt, you materialize in the game with AKs at the ready.
No.
I would
Denied.
say.
That's fine. I'm still about to change the dynamic of this world.
I don't know how you're wanting to run it, Crystal, but I would assume it might be best if everybody has one character on each team, roughly.
I will adapt to your guys' whims.
Ooh, that's dangerous.
However you would like to play this out.
So remember, if we all just go on one side, we will likely be seeing like a Titan or two, just shuffle into the frame.
Yeah.
I
mean,
will
she did
say
that.
Eurus. I will say that Eurus does tell you. I understand that that you want to, at least to infiltrate with overwhelming numbers. But not saying that they will, but if things go bad, and these are truly our best fighters, that's a lot of fighters that we're going to be down now. A lot of good ones. So I think this might be good. Like you said, we're already going to try and double back to help them anyways.
Are you saying the infiltration team's going to try and help the
No, I'm
team,
saying
or
she's
the
saying
detective team?
that
Okay.
after we help get the distraction team out, Eurus and Obsidian would still double back. And her concerns is also, not that we're going to lose, not saying that, but if the worst happens, this is a lot of good fighters that we just are throwing away.
Lost.
Yeah.
By throwing away, are you saying
now Post is
going
going to
to
be open to an attack.
Well, I don't think we're going to take. I know what amount of people there are here at Sun armed, but I don't think we're going to be taking too many. I think this is going to be a fairly small and focused force, if I'm being honest.
You will hear a voice from behind you go, "Wait, if it's something small and focused, I could help. I'm small and focused." And you see Mel there, very excitedly offering her assistance.
Mel, I gotta ask you, how you're currently the leader of these kids, right?
Yep.
You can't go. You're the boss. Boss has got to stay here to lead.
But what if they come with me and then I just boss them around to help you guys out, and then it's more people?
We don't need that kind of distraction, though. This isn't just look at us, see what we're doing. This is a dangerous one.
The child will fight.
I pull out a scouter and check Mel's power level. Is it over 9?
No. It's maybe like a 3 right now. She's still developing.
She's still at 0.5, my guy.
Oh, I'm sorry, my dude. I
feel like that's an insult to Mel. She's at least a 10.
Over 9?
No.
Sorry.
Because we've trained her a little bit, and she's also mischievous enough to know how to do shit.
You know what? Maybe. You know what? 10. She said 10. I threw up what I believe, if I'm keeping track of everything correctly, the groups are in the Story So Far channel regarding who is on the infiltration and who is on the distraction teams. If I'm wrong, please let me know and I'll swap or add as needed.
Okay. I have someone for the infiltration team, but just because they kind of do what I do, but I haven't seen him around. So if we can find him, he'd be a good infiltrator. Plus, he's also a good fighter.
Are you saying Marlon?
Also him, he would be a
yeah.
good fighter, but...
I mean, he would be handy.
Marlon would be a great fighter, because I know him. He can do serious damage and just put him up against something to hit. Thing is, it'd be better if we had, like, Bordal with us, because he's also good at, like, sneaking around, but he has a thing where he can help other people around him also be better sneaking around.
Yeah, that would be handy.
So, like I said, either of those two I think would be a good addition to the infiltration, but I haven't seen either. I have no idea where they are,
Crazy.
when they are.
They're both not there.
I wonder why.
Ooh, dun dun.
They're just that good. I'm just
Well, I
kidding.
mean, you guys kind of know where Marlon is, maybe, if he's still there.
Well, I mean, the only people who actually saw him last told us that they saw him last when they were fighting Pride.
True.
Yeah, actually, Marlon. Marlon's probably. I'm assuming he's either dead or
building
just
that exploded.
Still in the building, just running up and down like the ever maze of stairs, asking where the fuck is the exit. It's that Scooby-Doo cutscene of going from door to door to door to door to door.
He's just doing that for it's his personal.
Borodal, we left here before we went, so I have no idea if he got reassigned on his own mission or he's actually just in the city chilling. We just haven't seen him.
I think we should have, because I think it might be a good idea if we, depending on how things shake out with how many allies we can, how many reinforcements we can get. I think it might still be a good idea to adjust the plan a bit. I'm assuming there's some defenses inside the like, even if something happens outside, there's still going to be defenses inside the manor. Does that sound right?
It would be the most logical assumption.
Yeah. Maybe the infiltration team can clear those out while there's the security's a bit lessened with battle outside, and then clear out a path to open the gates and clear out a path to wherever Fancy and Gluttony might be hiding. There's going to be a decent amount of playing it by ear, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so then what is your guys' plan? Is this the final tally for both teams?
No, I'd like to actually try and find some of the people.
Are you saying like Marlon and Bordal, or are you saying just find some reinforcements?
Well, I want to see if that's everyone that's available, because we didn't just have these guys. There were technically other teams that are also around doing their own things. Wondering if any of them are available to, because if we're doing a distraction, might as well make it a distraction.
Yeah, if we could get like a team or two, like a handful more people, that would be
even if they're just there to make noise.
Yeah.
Make it seem like it's a bigger force than it is.
I know you can. Hey, Mel, I could use your help with something. What's your favorite animal?
A dog.
The badger I gave her.
Oh, a badger. That's a better answer. A badger.
Badger? Okay. You want to be a badger for an hour?
I mean, do I still do I think like a badger, or do I have my own brain in like a badger body?
A little bit of both.
Well, now if you're doing that, then think about what would be the coolest animal to be. Do you want something that can dig, something that
Can
can
it be
fly,
like-
something that can
Do you want
swim?
to fly?
Oh, can it be
Do you
a
wanna...
bird so I can fly
Something?
and then peck people that annoy me?
You can,
Yeah,
but you got to be
yeah.
careful because
Yeah.
if someone
fly
swats
far.
you and it hurts, you're gonna pop back into you.
Okay, so then don't get swatted.
Yeah.
I got it.
Oh,
Fly
wait.
fast.
Do you have to know? Do you have to know the animal you're doing of, or can I tell you of one and you can turn her into it because I think she'll like it?
How does polymorph work? As a side note, because this is what Sid's doing, he's clearing out the spells from that are currently in the ring of spell storing,
Fair.
so that he can make room for teleportations. Anybody need a healing word? This also.
Doing fine.
I mean, are we gonna go now, or are we gonna do a long rest?
I mean, full long
We
rest.
still have it.
but
The night it's barely about to be night, and we're gonna actually rest. Then tomorrow
We also
morning is
need
when
a-
we're gonna ship out.
we also need to. It'll probably be. It sounds like about a day's worth of travel to reconvene with the others, the sisters. So I think this isn't going to be a battle tomorrow. Particularly if we're going to do this in the morning, it'll be the following.
Pretty much.
I do agree that we should get more people to make noise. I think I think we should still go with this plan, even if he, shits on it or something. But I think we should, and kind of like gives like a sort of glare at Mercy. But we should tell the captain of our plan.
I mean, he's the one who knows where the teams or people available are, so we kind of need him.
I will stay in the back of that meeting.
Fair enough.
Do you
What's
want to
wrong
maybe like
with
do something else while we do it, or
I
you? Seem
will
trustworthy.
simply stand in the back during that meeting.
Is something wrong with your cap? You seem trustworthy.
He's judgment.
And Mercy will send a grateful glance to Sidian for just covering up that.
Very, very judgment.
okay, what happened? What did he judge? Is the question though. It's because I know he can be snippy, but it's usually because we say or do something stupid.
Ursus, shut
What
up.
doesn't he judge, Mercis? Sid says with like a bit of a not right now sort of look.
Let me just roll to see if he gets it. That's a natural one on the Kimmy die. He doesn't get it. Well, no, because I know he can be kind of a dick sometimes, but it's usually because we usually set him up. That's the thing. So what? Did you set him up for something?
Yes, I set him up.
I think
yeah.
Natasha will actually step in because she actually rolled pretty high in her insight check to kind of get a grasp of what's going on. And she will place a hand on your chest, Mercis, and try to turn your attention away from Mercedes and Sidian. I don't think this is the right conversation to be having now. Maybe we should just focus on what's important.
Okay.
Your boyfriend is an idiot.
He is smart when it counts.
That was a very mean thing to say.
That you're smart when it counts? I don't know. I think it was pretty generous. He says with a shit-eating grin.
Well, then I gotta
Your
roll
brother's
one more time.
worse.
Good old banter.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that's a 2.
Maybe
Not rolling
don't
great.
use.
Get all those bad rolls out of the way. Just
Yeah, just best to get those all out of the way. But right now, he is so lost in this thought, as when you said boyfriend, it sounded a little bit like you were talking about someone else.
What? You have a boyfriend? Who?
just imagine Natasha. Hi, this is my husband Moses, and this is his husband Sidian.
No, I thought you were talking to me
Oh,
when you
no.
said I had a stupid boyfriend. I was like, hey, Sidian is not stupid. He's super smart. They stuff all the time.
You can't call him stupid. Only I can call him stupid.
Okay, so maybe he's taken a few more
Mercy,
hits to the
the
head
girl-
than I last remembered.
Mercy, the girl he kissed was Moses.
I just like turned to
What?
Mercy and's like, no. I just like turned to Mercy and just like nonchalantly point at Moses, like a hand like coming up, like trying to like faux block the sound, but definitely saying it loud enough for everybody to hear. He got eaten.
He did get eaten. Almost twice.
Now, to be fair, that was entirely my fault.
Yeah, I don't recommend jumping down and running away. Well, I mean, no, I guess you ran off before they arrived, but
No, I left because I thought I got an answer from someone that I made a deal with, but I forgot, or I think I misread it because looking at it now, most likely the thing was telling me to stay put, not leave. But live and learn, and I got eaten. It's fine.
yeah.
Wonderful.
Anyway,
See, this is why
Anyway.
I really hope we get Bordal in here, because he is not an idiot. He's actually very intelligent, and he's a half fighter. We could really use that.
yeah. The only intelligent person in this group, says sarcastically.
Thank you. See, he gets it.
And Sid just like hands on hip glares at Moses, just like
Hands on hip, buddy. You're not making the allegations any better.
what? I can't put my hands on my hips?
I'm just saying with those sequence of events. Anyways,
But yeah, so we talk to the captain, but you don't want to talk to the captain. But you will talk to the captain, pointing to Sidian. You're going to talk, you're going to convince him, and we're going to see if we can get some more
Yeah.
people. Let's do it.
Maybe see if he has any inputs. And ignore them. Maybe.
Only if they're the insults. Usually has good info.
so
I will say- Oh,
as the distraction team, just to get a little bit more detail, they're just to make noise, not really engage. Like they're gonna engage, but not really
Well,
to get
yeah.
inside.
they're going to try and draw out, because it seems like the assumption, I guess, I'm making, maybe that it's almost entirely empty, but it seems like this is going to be a bit more of a defensible position than the last two sins that we've fought have had their strongholds be. And if we can draw some of those forces out, goad them into a fight, it would make infiltrating and potentially taking down Bansky and the Sins, or even just in some way disrupting them or occupying them, it would make that a hell of a lot easier.
And you sorry, you said Sin. Are you expecting the Sin to be here too?
I mean, we have heard that there's. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I've been making a whole huge assumption here. Haven't Vansky and Gluttony been working together? Haven't we been hearing about that?
That's what you're assuming.
Yeah, I just didn't.
Okay.
I didn't know that they would be in.
I think it's a possibility
same
at the very
place.
least. It's a possibility at the very least.
It's a possibility, but it could also, one could lead us to the other. Most likely, my mother's going to have information and whatnot.
If they're not, I mean, hell, either way, information gathering would be one thing that would be very useful. And if we could get in and potentially retreat while doing so, could potentially work out. All right.
Well, then.
So I guess let's all go over, and I guess Mercy, you're gonna hang back a little bit. And let's see what.
I mean, she'll just stand at the back of the group.
Yeah. Share with him the plan.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess we mosey on over.
Yep. Still gotta talk to Felda about a bunch of stuff. Yes, let's mosey on over.
Yeah, let's
We all
get it started. One step
We
at a
mosey.
time. Mel, stay
Oh,
here,
yeah,
hold
Mel.
down the fort, keep watching
What-
the kids. Turn
What
into
type
an
of
animal.
bird do you want to be?
Oh, let me give you the advice. And I whisper into Sidian's ear, very conspiratorially, 1 ounce elf owl that's basically just a white little poof. Tiny, like fits in your pocket.
What the
Well,
fuck?
that would be. Well, that would be cute. I think it might be if I'm going to turn her into something that's small. I think I'd feel more comfortable watching.
She could
having somebody
be
watch over
the
her.
most talkative pigeon ever.
You know what?
Oh,
I think I've got
Make
an
her
idea.
pudgy.
I've got an idea. Mel, you ready?
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Polymorph and turn her into a blue macaw.
What the no?
The
Woo!
parrot! It's a pretty parrot, too.
And you see this parrot
And that way she can also
soar
talk.
and take off into the sky.
I'm sure that'll be fine.
Whee!
Just don't fly off very far.
You do know that if she's
It's
dead,
hot.
Centurion is going to kill you.
Yeah, no, you also didn't tell her about
Yeah.
how that only lasts an hour, and if she's in the
I
air
did tell her.
when she
I
pops
did
back,
say that earlier.
do you think she
The
remembers?
way that I gave her, all the proper warnings.
Did you?
Proper warnings about.
Did you think she's
should I
going to
roll-
remember them enough while she's flying through the air like a bird?
You see this bird actually start to take off towards the mountain range to the north of you guys.
Okay. I
Ember, follow her.
feel like I'm
Nice going.
And Ember just immediately shoots off Natasha's shoulder and goes after her.
Smart.
That's probably a good idea. Thank you.
Yours would probably be like, was that a child?
Yes.
It was. She's smart. She'll figure stuff out, and if not, Ember can
She's
lead her
good.
back here. God, if she has a full hour to get over there, it's going to take almost all day to come back. She's welcome.
Hopefully she's just going to fly around and fly back. I do remember saying that it's only for an hour when I first introduced the concept to her. Now,
So she's
whether she
flying
was
around now?
listening...
No, she
has
headed
taken
straight for a
off.
mountain range,
Oh,
like into the sky, and that's why I sent Ember after her, just as a guide back if possible.
I can
Because we're
imagine
also banking
Zelda
on.
just taking off, just flying after her.
I
Because
should not have...
No,
Probably a
she
bird
isn't
wasn't a good
actually.
idea.
we're banking off the or hoping that she does remember that that only lasts an hour. Please don't be more than a
Yeah.
few feet above the air.
It's not, like I said, that's why I sent Ember.
Yep. Calatrus, can you go after her too, actually?
Has an
All
entire entourage.
Oh my god, we have to do a one shot of all our pets going to rescue.
The pet one shot.
Mel.
Quick,
Fucking
Ballard,
Mel.
get on
Yes.
Calatrus's back.
I mean, I was
Quick, Ballard, get on
going to
Calatrus.
kind of set this up that way. But anyway,
Yay!
listen, you said turn her into a bird, and I was like, oh, this is a perfect layup. Okay, cool.
Nice. Ballard, get on Calatrus's back and ride off into the sunset.
This is kind of poetic, really, because I got Mel's name from Melpomene, which is a Greek muse. Her representation was a songbird. So
Aw.
Oh,
Fitting.
mhm.
Okay.
I know it's happening.
That's all happening while you guys approach the captain.
She
I'm sure
finds
that'll be fine.
pride. She fucking finds pride,
Similar-
melts her heart.
I hope not.
Similar to before, this captain is at his makeshift desk looking over different maps and what appears to be different notes that are scattered across his table.
Hey there, Ango.
You
Oh, this
get
is not
no
gonna end well.
response.
Right. We have a plan for the coming battle against, specifically, thinking of her name.
Oh, were you talking to me?
Oh, what a butthole. Ugh.
Man, Sid is like,
There was.
Sid is like trying to resist the, oh, I don't know, was I? But he's like biting his lip, trying to not do that.
It's almost like he was in the military or something.
You
Fucking
called out a
nuts.
name that wasn't mine, so I assumed you were not addressing me.
Right. All right. Angus. Captain Angus. We had a plan to take down Fansky, who is working with Gluttony. Gluttony may be in her stronghold as well. We have some allies in Gula, but we're looking if we're able to recruit a few more teams to our cause, a few more adventurers that might be able to help in this coming battle.
He will look over your shoulder, Sidian, and see the group behind you. I see you have already roped in your sister. How many more are you asking for?
Sorry, doubling back and doing the math. This is out of character. I think because it was one more on the infiltration team would be good, and then it was we could have 4 more slots before we'd have to do another casting of on the distraction team. So I'm gonna go ahead and say hopeful for 5 more, if not a few more, would be an ideal amount.
Does that include your creation that is currently at the blacksmith?
No, that is not including him. I'm already planning on bringing him along to help with this.
So including that thing and your sister, you are
glares.
asking for 7 additional members to your group.
Sid kind of glares back at him a little. I guess insight check. I'm assuming he's sounding annoying, but I do want to check if there's anything else that might be behind that.
Go ahead.
Is that all right? Okay. Oh, 12.
He definitely sounded annoyed by your request, though I don't know if you can make out if it's just annoyance that you're asking for more people, or just a general state of annoyance with you guys.
General state of constant annoyance, forever and always. Well, the 2 of them are choosing to come of their own volition. I'm asking for 5 more that might be able to help ensure this victory.
And who is to watch the children while this fight goes on?
Well, the halfling could again.
Are you pitching in?
Are you saying this out loud, Mercedes?
Yes.
Do it.
What's her name again?
Fuck now!
Lisa.
Lisa, thank you. Lisa could.
So you wish to pass off your responsibilities on others and abandon your post.
My first responsibility was to fight.
Is not that I'm saying the kids shouldn't have somebody that can watch over them, but does not taking down the sins provide more precedence, more urgency?
And if we take down the sins but have nothing to return to, then what was it worth?
The children can only wreak so much havoc. I know that they're children and there are many of them, but...
What exactly is going on here? Because it seems you're not exactly bugged by us going and trying to take down the sin. Something else seems to be the matter. I'm gonna glare at him, seeing if he's gonna... what he's gonna say here, or...
He's giving him the
like,
smolder.
Something else? I don't know if smolder is how I describe it, but...
a glare.
Like, trying to almost
Gives
test his
him the-
metal a little bit, I guess.
Gives him
Yeah.
the Zoolander
Why-
look.
Not really, but...
The matter is that these lives of the people here depend on my leadership and my reliability. If I could, I would send each and every one of them immediately out to destroy these creatures. But that is neither the optimal nor strategic plan.
I'm so confused.
Okay. Out of curiosity, what... I mean, maybe this would be a rule. Have we been attacked here? Has there been some sort of battle here at Sutton since, all the sins came? Are we in regular danger that we need, to stockpile to even, where, five people would be missed?
So,
Such a sense?
I'm not going to have you roll because this is kind of general knowledge and kind of the reason why Sutton Outpost is such a centralized hub for this battle against the sins. No, the Sutton Outpost has never been attacked. In fact, it is one of the only places that seems completely unaffected by any kind of influence by the Sins. The reason behind it, no one is quite sure. A lot of people chalk it up to the fact of location. It is kind of in an optimal location where it is far away from the layers of the Sins of the surrounding countries. And it is the farthest location in Carnalia from where Lust first arrived, so it did not get affected by Lust's reach at all.
I understand the concern if the worst happens, but we aren't exactly too concerned about devils coming and taking Sutton. Since, none have ventured out this far and seem immune from their effects. And I understand, again, having people just in case the worst happens, but 5 people be missed so much?
He will stand up from his desk, Sidian, and slowly pace around it. Do you know how many people currently reside in Sutton Outpost?
What would I roll to know?
Go ahead and roll a history check for me.
History. Ooh. 19 total.
With a 19, you do know that Sutton Outpost has been progressively growing from when you first arrived. If you were to make a guess on when you first arrived, you would probably say this would be somewhere within maybe the 400 to 500s of people inhabiting Sutton Outpost. Since then, that number has almost tripled in growth. With the fact that Sutton Outpost has been expanding and has been getting progressively busier.
Okay, so roughly 1,500 or so?
That's what your estimate would be.
Some 15, 16, 1,700, Sid would say. That's his, answer to.
Sutton Outpost has received 3,000 new bodies since the Sins invaded the Earth. Of those, we have sent different parties on different missions around Ekra to defeat these Sins.
And let me roll for this, just to see how cocky Sid's going to be. Yep. That was, yep. Sid's going to ask how many of those parties have taken down the Sin.
Sick burn, bro.
2 parties I instructed to be sent out have defeated Sins.
And we have an opportunity here to take down a 3rd. Reclaim more land, more resources to provide for and defend those who have returned here to Sutton, and it seems you are resistant to allow help in this endeavor. Why?
When you first were sent to Gula, I gave you the instructions that you can recruit people to your party as needed. The one cleric you recruited came back within a matter of hours.
I thought it was a couple days to
It was
travel,
a couple days
and
to actually
then
travel. A couple of days.
a couple days in.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Travel,
You
and then
now
she was
want
there for a
me-
couple.
You now want me to give you 5 more people with no guarantee that they will return. I do not send people out knowing that they will die. Can you guarantee that these people will return back safely?
Sid just kind of glares at him, pausing for a moment. Could you guarantee all the people, the hundreds of people, I'm sure, that you've sent out would have survived? That they've lived or even completed their tasks as assigned?
There are no absolute certainties.
I believe you have your answer. But I've seen the odds. And I think having better odds in more hopeful circumstances are what we need to keep things moving in the direction that we want.
There is a brief pause, Sidian.
Mhm.
And then I'm going to need you to roll me another insight check.
Insight.
Ooh, I love checklists.
Oh man, big money, no whammies, big money, no whammies.
Nah, fuck it up. Fuck it up.
It's a
No!
14 total. That's
74%. You got this.
I have a +0 to insight, so that's not too
Ooh.
shabby, all said and done.
Can I roll insight?
Yeah, could any of them roll insight?
I think
Mercy?
I will allow the people who have interacted with the captain before. So Mercedes, Etienne, you would have interacted with him before your first mission.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys would like to roll an insight check, I will allow you to do so. However, your DC is going to be a little bit higher than what Sidian's DC was.
Okay.
If yours is just trying to read him, just based off what she's seeing,
Go ahead
is
and
it
roll
a
an insight check?
no? Okay. I was just gonna say, is it normal to see that he's flustered or really annoyed right now? But yeah, no.
Okay, Mercedes 19, Etienne
Ah,
22.
I match your 14. Sid.
I got a 16.
Okay. Etienne.
Bad it's not an investigation. You get advantage on those.
Actually, let me put it this way. Sidian, you see the captain take a pause. And then he turns around and walks back to his desk and starts to go over the documents that are laid out before him again. I will gather the 5 that you are requesting. They shall be ready for you tomorrow.
Yes, it is actually, I think. Shows it for just a moment and tries to, hide it. Sid is a little surprised that worked.
Hey, good job.
And
All right.
Etienne, as you're kind of watching this interaction, maybe it's because you've seen something kind of odd that sticks out to you.
Mhm.
There's, for the briefest of moments, you see something familiar kind of resonate in this captain's eyes. He looks at Sidian for just a fraction of a second with a little bit of pride.
I knew
Ooh.
it. It's Dad. It's Dad. I knew it.
Mm.
Ugh.
And it's so fitting that he's making the chosen one, the first, Mercy, feel like really awkward, but then Spare
'cause
Parts is
probably-
the one that she's proud of.
Well, probably because
Ooh.
Saloon claims Mercy, but then if he's Asmodeus, he's gonna claim the one who
Right.
struggled more, the one who rejects the gods more. That's actually really genius, turning us against each other.
Well,
Well,
it's
you
interesting
also,
because
Crystal,
Asmodeus
Duel of
is
the
claiming
Fates.
the miracle. Mercy was technically planned. Sidian is the miracle because he's what wasn't intended.
Mm-hmm.
Crystal, cue Duel of
Ah.
the Fates.
But yes.
all right, where's the nearest volcano?
Etienne, you were the only one to catch that. The rest of you guys see a very stoic captain go back to his desk, but does promise
All right.
the 5 additional bodies that you asked for.
Okay, I was about to say, did you just say he'll give us 5 random people, or do we have like the names of the list?
I think he's going to work on that tonight, and
Tomorrow we show up and we see 5 red shirts right next to him, like the circle.
Yep.
I mean, what
yeah,
else?
that's probably what
Maybe-
it's gonna be.
Who are these guys? He literally grew them out back yesterday.
Oh god, he has Cybermen?
They're children of the corn. They're literally corn people.
Eddie, you don't have children of the corn, do you?
No.
Okay.
I think we did already. Weren't those little demon kids? They call them children of the corn.
Oh my god. But
Ugh.
corn spelled with a K?
Oh no,
Oh.
not that corn.
But okay, you guys got your
Alright.
your backups. What are you
Woo.
guys doing now?
Yeah, Sid like kind of walks off a decent bit away, so he's not like immediately like heard by the captain. He's like, "Oh, that went better than expected."
Good job, Sidian. Mercedes will sort of clap his shoulder.
All right.
Eurus will wait for everyone to leave.
And Etienne will just sort of look back at the captain, from Felda on his arm to the captain, kind of squinting at that weird, prideful expression, being like, it to himself, that's unusual.
Is this your father?
Well, he'll look to Sidian and ask, you haven't known the captain for very long, have you? Not years.
Like, he kind of holds up some fingers. Roughly 2 months.
Interesting.
We've had our differences.
Well, I can see that. He has differences with everyone.
Yeah.
But did you not see it?
See what?
Perhaps it's just the father in me, but there seemed to be a look of pride.
Are you sharing this loudly, or are you sharing this more?
No. He's just
privately?
kind of like taking Sidian aside, like sort of holding him,
Yeah.
guiding him by his shoulder, and just sort of like taking him aside and talking to him.
Like dudes. Like dudes.
Yes.
Sid is gonna kind of pause and reflect contemplatively for a moment or so, and then just kind of put a trying to be friendly, but also just kind of a little authoritative with Etienne, and says, "I mean this not in a condescending way or harsh way, but I think it might be for the best if you forgot something. For now, at least.
Is it really that consequential?
But I appreciate you sharing, but let me put it this way, I'd rather not have that conversation with the rest.
Then it will not go beyond us 2 or 3. And he'll look at Felda on his arm.
Felda, what are you doing here? Get after Mel.
You actually, no, Felda
Okay.
did not take off after Mel. You actually, Etienne, you feel kind of the head of this hawk kind of rub against you, trying to get your attention.
And he will give her his attention.
And
Yes, darling.
telepathically in your mind, you hear her speak to you again.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, my son and shield, a moment. There's something I need to tell you.
All right,
Should I
darling.
give you and your bird a moment, or
She's more than a bird. In this moment, at least, she's...
really?
Anyway.
I don't think Etienne's shared this at all yet.
No, he hasn't.
This-
Hasn't said a
yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
What?
you've just been seeing talking
just
to the
found
sun.
her.
He's
bird.
just calling her.
Oh,
He keeps calling her
familiar.
darling. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
This
And
is.
he's looking at this bird intensely for no reason.
I'll
Do
explain
you your
later.
room or something?
It's
Okay.
it's more than just a lifestyle, okay?
Oh gosh.
He's a
But-
falconer.
But he'll just nod to Sid and walk over a bit to the side and turn to Feld again. Yes.
And I will pick up with you shortly because this is going to be a little bit of a discussion. I do want to, before that happens, Eurus, you are staying behind. What would you like to do?
Yeah, she does wait for everyone to leave. She's kind of been eyeing the captain behind her mask, and she stands in front of him at attention, hoping that he recognizes her, at least acknowledgement of military decorum.
He does not look up from his position at his desk, but you do hear him kind of give out a really gruff yes.
Captain, I am new here, so I will ask for the permission to speak freely.
And he looks up at you, Eurus, for the first time and kind of scans you up and down.
Another one.
Permission granted.
Captain, it is admirable seeing the location that you have. Me and my sisters are part of his plan. Just thought you should know. I hope you do understand that we are only there for support. I do feel similarly to you, and I hope you don't mind them joining the fight. Your fort is quite admirable, and it does remind me of home in its security, but I have not seen another place like this.
That is because there is no other place like this.
Captain, if you would allow some sort of talk in regards to, I wouldn't say allies, but at least a partnership.
You mentioned sisters. I'm assuming these are all children of Fae.
She knows
She
everything.
will
What the heck?
try
In my
to keep
assumption.
her. She will try to keep her tact, but he does see her hand twitch a little bit before she takes her mask off and says, "Yes, I am familiar with Fae." She was our leader. Much like you, she was the one who was in charge and kept us secure, as well as my mother.
You say she was. Is Fae no longer walking among us?
She takes out a small journal, the one that she took. She is no longer among us. And then she'll just put it back in her cloak.
So a sisterhood without a mother. What is it you are asking from me?
With all due respect, I'm not asking you to be our leader. That is our problem. And we will have to handle that. For now, I am speaking as a representation of us. And I merely ask for your support. We are dwindling. We're not asking you for land or money or food, but at least to let us open trade with you so that we may get money and trade food and do the things we need. I too wish to secure our land.
As long as you wish no harm on Sutton Outpost and its inhabitants, anyone is free to enter and go.
I just needed your word that they would have safe passage. Things aren't what they were. And our numbers may dwindle as well. I think with that, she just kind of turns around and starts walking away.
Okay.
Yeah, I think she's just worried about her sisters, and this is gonna be a bitch. So
Yay.
I don't. Believe me, it's not that she doesn't trust Sidian, but she is also thinking backup plan for a backup plan for a backup plan. Because if this doesn't go well, and Faye isn't there to help her secure anything, then they're kind of SOL. We need another place to
Man, everyone's
try and
asking
regroup.
for a father figure from the captain. Crazy.
Oh gosh.
Oh God! If
Crazy.
she had known that, she never would have stayed. Yeah, I'm not asking you to be my daddy. Not even close. I just need to know that you won't skewer my people when they come through here.
Okay.
But no, she is definitely intrigued by how he knows him, or how he knows Faye.
He knows
But
everybody's eyes.
you know what? I'll say that I don't think I rolled high enough to know him as a person, but I think I at least rolled 16, rolled high enough to like. This doesn't seem like the right time.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, it
Yeah,
doesn't. I
that's up
just
to
need
you.
to know that. Yeah, I just needed to make sure that, like, hey, he's gonna warp some of my people here. They look, not from here. So need to make sure you're not gonna just.
Shoot first and don't ask questions later.
Oh, we lost
Yeah.
Obsidian.
So
Wait, is he back
Yeah.
potentially?
Is it back? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, there he is.
and
Sorry.
I'm trying. I'm not saying
I-
that she's gonna take over the sisters either, but I guess she does feel a little responsible for them right now.
Yeah, no, that's right.
My mic wasn't working there.
Ye-
I was making it. I made a
Oh.
joke about how the captain knows our mother. He knows our mother. If he knows
Ground.
Marissa's mother.
No one's asked him.
Oh my god! Is it Johnny Sins?
Listen,
I was
the way
about
you
to
guys
say,
are
so this is-
trying to make him, maybe.
Captain,
Asmodeus
Captain,
is
were
just
you,
as goose of this world, isn't he?
Captain, were you a bard in your younger days by chance?
No one's asked.
His name is Asmodeus, Destroyer of Men. They never said shit about females.
Oh gosh.
Oh, awful. But anyways, Iris, is there anything else that you
Oh,
were doing
boy.
as you walk away from this captain?
I don't think so, because no one's really described Centurion either, and I don't know if anyone's made the connection right now.
Nope.
So she's
Nope.
not really interested
Nope.
in anything
Just
else.
the name, and hey, you look just like him,
Hmm?
like once or twice, but that's about it.
Hey, you kind of
Oh
remind
wait,
me of
no.
someone.
She is gonna turn back and ask, "Who's your armor or technician or in this town?"
And he will direct you to the blacksmith down at the bottom. Our little gnome and dwarf friends.
Okay.
But he doesn't say it like that, obviously, but he does direct you down to their makeshift blacksmith and forge that they have set up.
All right, and then I think she'll head there. Especially hearing about Onyx. I don't even.
you'll
Has
see
she
Onyx.
seen him?
Very
Has she
briefly
seen him?
on your tour, he was working with a blacksmith, so it wasn't like full-on introductions and talking like this is Onyx, but
You might have just thought it was some dude in a suit of armor
Yeah.
who was working in a blacksmith.
Maybe I I don't know how well his movements are now. I don't know how well his movements are. I might have even thought he was a piece of machinery. No offense.
More
So
smooth than
she-
machinery.
No, she's definitely intrigued though, especially after the whole. Because not that he's machinery, but he was background noise, if that makes sense, up until then. And so
he was one
Yeah.
with the forge.
yeah, he
Okay.
yeah. That's,
We will
she
get
kinda
to
wants make
that
this-
interaction after.
Yeah.
Etienne,
Yes.
you get pulled aside by your hawk/wife.
Yay.
Hawk wife.
He pulls you by your ear.
All right, let's go. No, she does
All right.
ask for a moment of your time away from the party.
Of course, and he
Hawk
will
to a
gladly
joke
give
in
it to
here
her.
somewhere.
Awful.
He'll just step a little
Sorry.
over here.
So bad.
How dare you?
Terrible, I know. Yeah, I wonder how Mel's doing.
Yes, my love.
We need to discuss how I am here.
Yes, exactly. When did this happen to you?
I don't know the exact time frame. 1 second I
here.
was laying in pain, and the next, my soul was lost, wandering. It felt like an eternity of just nothing. And then there was a door. I did not know what this door was or where it led to, but it was my only option, so I opened it. That man that you were with, the dark-skinned one,
Mercis?
Oof.
he was on the other side of the store.
Hmm.
Why would he be on the other side?
Who are you gonna believe? This hawk that's your wife, or a guy you just met?
What, the hawk? That's my wife, obviously.
Oh my god.
I don't know why he was there or what his purpose was, but something happened to him.
What kind of something?
He attracted a wave of lost souls. Our son included.
Amleth?
Hmm.
I don't know what happened. I don't know why he was there. But he was lost in that tunnel and then pulled to this man. I know his soul is somewhere within him.
Then I will find some way to retrieve him. I will do whatever I can. Even if it takes my life, I owe him that. I still haven't forgiven myself, and I cannot blame you if you haven't. I still can't forgive myself. Blah, blah, blah. What happened?
My love, regrets that we hold on to will only fester and infect us. The only thing that matters now is what we do next.
So, Zelda, if you are here, and he'll sort of pet her little hawk head, what happened to Isabeau? Do you know? Have you any inkling?
She is also here. We are sharing this vessel until it is time for me to depart.
Will you?
My soul should have left this world the night that I died. But something was preventing my journey into the afterlife.
But if you're here, then perhaps you can have a body again, and if we've managed to get Amleth back, then we can be as we were. God's willing.
That is a wonderful dream.
He has the most pained expression on his face. There's so many things I wish I would have done differently. That we could have fled. That we would have left the Baron. But loyalty. Stupid, blind, generational loyalty. No real ties.
Your loyalty is part of the reason why I fell in love with you. Do not disparage any part of the man that I love.
You have always been too kind to me. The first time we met and you humored me, allowed me to carry your favor. He will smile warmly. You were always too kind.
And you feel this hawk again kind of rub her head against your shoulder, Etienne, almost comfortingly.
Aww. Though this is a most unusual form, it does my heart good to be near to your soul, Felda. As I never thought that I would see or hear you again, not in this life.
As am I. I don't know why I was granted this extra time, but I am thankful that I was able to find my way back to you.
Indeed. I heard your voice singing a song. Now, it was the song about Forget-Me-Nots. Was that when I had heard her sing, or was that
Yes.
a different song? Okay. Yeah. When I was unconscious in Gula, I heard you singing.
And I think even in the facial expressions of a hawk, there is a little bit of surprise that kind of shows through as these eyes kind of widen a little bit. I did not know you were able to hear me. I had not yet joined with Isabeau at that time.
Perhaps it was your soul gliding through the ether. Perhaps.
Perhaps it was. All I knew was that I saw you laying there, and I wished for nothing more than the ability to help you. I think that is what drew me to Isabeau.
I'm certainly glad, as you have brought me back from, well, a zombie. My eyes are open once more, and I must say, how could I not be more motivated to continue on in this quest? Do you know a woman named, well, she was a woman named Faye? She knew who you were, or she at least seemed to know that you were waiting for me and that our son is somehow alive.
No, I don't believe I ever met a woman named Faye.
Interesting.
Etienne,
Yes.
what are you now doing?
Thinking, I guess. I should probably tell the captain that, Merrick and Gearbin,
Correct.
didn't make it.
Okay.
So I guess I'll go do that and then continue to catch up with, Felda after that, but do.
Sorry, I just love the mental image that we're all going and having our one-on-one conversations with the captain, and like every time he has to stop whatever he's working on.
He's just like so pissed.
What?
He's writing letters of condolences to the people who have died on this mission.
Pops. I'd love if Etienne just pops his head in. Just letting you know, the other two died. All right, bye.
Hey, boss, just letting you know, other two didn't make it.
Dead as hell.
He will approach respectfully and let's see. He's just gonna clear his throat and Captain. I do have something to tell you.
Yes.
Simply, unfortunately, that Merrick and Gerben, they didn't make it. We were set upon by those cannibalistic creatures.
Etienne, go ahead and roll me another insight check, please.
Yeah, sure thing.
And now you believe he's your father. I'm kidding.
It's me,
To
Papa.
make sure I'm on the right sheet here. That is an 18.
Perfect. With an 18, Etienne, as you are delivering this news to the captain, there is no break in what he's doing. He seems to be jotting down some notes on a loose parchment paper that he has in front of him. He doesn't even look up and acknowledge you. However, you're able to catch just the tiniest crease in the eyes that kind of gives you the inclination that he is unhappy hearing this.
There were too many of them. I can see that you are displeased, as would any military commander or anyone responsible for a large number of people. I empathize with that, Captain. I'm sorry that we failed you. I will endeavor, personally, to make sure that their lives are not lost in vain.
If that is what you believe, then so be it. Just ensure that no other soul gets taken before it's time.
For it's time. You mean you believe in all of us having a destined time?
No soul is meant to live forever.
Certainly not.
If that is all, you are dismissed.
Let's see. Is there something else I wanted to tell him? I'm trying to remember.
I love you, Dad.
I said good day, sir.
Let's see. What's something clever I can say? Because I love interacting with the captain. I hate him so much, but I love interacting with him.
I'm
Shit,
gonna imagine
that's
that you're almost
different kind
whispering
of
this. Like,
fucking
come on,
spite.
give me a comeback. Give me a comeback. Come on, I need a comeback.
Your face. You look like Clint Eastwood slightly.
You know what? Take that as a compliment.
Like, does he
Who's
not?
Clint
Like, I have thought
Eastwood?
this entire time that he looks like Clint Eastwood.
Like
He
beat
does
up
a little
leather?
bit, yeah.
I can see
He's
it.
battle worn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. I imagine him.
Well, I think he will say to the captain, lend us a little grace and a little faith. We're all doing our best. As are you, I think.
No, he's actually not trying at all. I'm kidding.
Maury's about to make an appearance. Oof.
Once again, you are dismissed.
Very well then, sir. Have a fine day continuing to brood. Won't help. I should know. And he will turn on his heel and go.
Wonderful. Eurus, you are making your way down to the blacksmith.
Cool. I still can't move my character. I don't know if anyone's moving their character. I can't.
Dang, crazy.
Fuck.
Damn.
You know what? Whatever. I don't need visually. I'm just kidding. I'm fine. She does go
You
to
don't
the
need to
forge.
see.
Can you move her now?
Let me see. I had to reload, so I'm relaunching everything. 1 second.
So, somebody made a fear effect down here to measure out space or something. I'm not entirely certain what
That
happened
was-
down here.
Fear.
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 The
What's that
fear
fear?
effect.
Oh shit. Where is she?
Good.
Here we are. Where's the forge?
Down at the bottom.
Wait, this building? Over here?
Yeah,
I thought that was Sid's lab.
it is. So this map isn't as
Is-
big as I would like it to be.
Okay.
So this
So we're
is
just
kind of the
using-
general
okay.
area of where the forge would be. It would be located down near Sid's lab. Not quite
That's-
Sid's lab.
Good to know, because... Yeah, okay.
Well, everyone knows
No,
that Sid has a sub lab. The top lab is not the full lab.
Sid gets the basement layer. The actual blacksmith forge is on the first floor.
Like when
How
the
many
captain
sub-labs?
does discover it at the end, he actually breaks character. He's like, "Holy shit, he does have it in him." What the fuck? How did I not know about this place?
Yeah, that was actually like another thing, because I was like thinking, it's like, wow, did Sid actually get like 10% of the real estate inside the walls of Sutton Outpost, and that he just has
No,
like
definitely not.
one of the... okay, yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's not
I think Sid would like
too
to think so.
exact scale. Really, this is just to give kind of a visual representation of the general layout of Sutton Outpost. I also,
Yeah.
as Sutton Outpost grows and expands, it's going to be difficult for me to either edit this map without it getting overcrowded with all the things that are added on, or find a better map that fits this and then has the additional details. So we're keeping it kind of vague.
I mean, you can always...
I love the idea that
When you
Sid,
go-
you're going to eventually make a magnificent mansion that's just underneath your lab, that you make a sub lab.
Whatever, Dad. I'm going to the basement.
Go to your room, Sid! Damn it!
Proceeds to go to 8-foot mansion underground. You're just like, what the?
Yeah,
fuck?
like he goes into his little lab, closes the door, then immediately just elevator down.
No, I'm thinking of the scientist from Cloudy with a Chance. So he thinks it's all high-tech stuff and everything, but he's actually just making all the sounds. He's beep, boop, boop, beep, beep, and then sliding the door open to like open it.
That's hilarious. I imagine he did that when he was a kid.
That bell
So
may or may
Eurus-
not have been painted at times, and then Sid was forced to clean it off.
What was I saying? Oh fuck if I know.
So
Oh,
you're entering the
she-
floor.
Blacksmith, yeah.
So walking up on the forge, does she see is Onyx still there?
I don't think anybody's been by to, let him fully know what's up. So I think, I'll open this up to you, Mercy. Would this be in the time that Onyx would be working there? Because I don't think he spends the entire day working at the Smith. Maybe they're like just getting to quitting time, or just about to get.
Yeah,
to
it would start
time.
to be like you guys are probably wrapping up for the day, so putting out the forge, because this is not a lava-based perpetual forge like they have in Acedia, but
Yeah, actually, I
kind of
put it
packing
out.
things away. Yeah.
That was a good day of work.
The fact that she sees any type of non-magical fire, is amazing. Swamps are a bitch. I'm just kidding. That would suck if she doesn't
What
know
is
how to
that
make
thing?
fire in a swamp. Um,
What is that thing over there?
what is that? Is that fire? Oh shit!
It's
It is
called
fire.
ice. It's really good in drinks.
No, she does walk up and I'm assuming she sees Onyx. So she just
Actually, I'll say probably my thought is of like walking in on with seeing Onyx is Onyx is probably like just finishing up like one of the last pieces that he's working on today, and he's going to I forget her name, but the smith there and checking like, what do you think? How did it come out?
Her name is Callie. And yes, and she
Should I roll a check? I don't know.
she,
For
Okay,
Onyx,
so-
no, because she would probably introduce herself again.
Okay.
To Onyx,
No, I mean-
especially if.
Sorry, I meant
Oh,
roll a check
for
for
the-
like how he did.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a check. Do you have proficiency in blacksmithing tools?
I believe yes. Smith's tools and Tinker's tools. Onyx
Cool.
says.
Yeah, go ahead and just roll me a check. You could add your proficiency bonus to it.
Just proficiency. Okay. You say
Do a dex check with proficiency. We'll do that.
dex proficiency. All right.
Yeah.
It's a 12 total.
Perfect. She is going to take this piece just out of curiosity. What piece are you working on, Onyx?
Let's say this is pauldron
Okay.
that he's ironing out. Well, not ironing out, but working. That he's working.
you get it?
Cause iron. Ha ha ha.
Okay. Yeah, she's gonna take it over and kind of examining it, holding it at different angles. And then she's going to give you just this look with a raised eyebrow. Are you serious?
Is it not satisfactory?
I mean, it would be if a 2-year-old were making this.
Well, would it be helpful to know that I am about a month old?
1 month. 30 rotations around the sun. 1.
Well, 30, not rotate
Not rotation around the sun. 30
rotations around the sun.
30 cycles
Jesus Christ,
of the
she's
sun
30?
is what I meant. 30 cycles of the sun.
33 to be exact.
Never mind, this makes sense then. And she is actually going to start pointing out a couple of the deficiencies that this pauldron has. A couple of pieces are misaligned. Some of the things aren't fastened correctly. It's not bad, per se. She just has really high standards.
Fair enough. I think he's working on a very sort of maybe like a textbook definition of like all the smithing techniques, and this is like still in some of the early times of actually trying to put this to practice.
Yeah. So, Eurus, you are walking in to hear this lecture go off as this dwarf is attempting to correct the misguided ways of this warforged, while this gnome with bright blue hair is wandering around the back, tidying up the rest of the forge.
I will actually also throw out there. Now this is a little works out a little funnily because this is Eurus. This is basically the first time meeting Onyx, so she doesn't have a frame of reference of what he looks like. But Onyx actually is a bit more polished, is a bit nicer looking, a few less exposed areas, and a bit more, just slightly bit more put together. And I will actually share the new art for Onyx.
Ooh, new and improved.
Here I said one
I mean,
second. Mic issues. Hold on.
Oh,
They are the ones having
mic
mic issues now.
Sorry, that's
Sorry, my mic was acting up.
You're fine.
you're good.
She'll kind of, because she did hear this interaction, walk up and just very. Because I don't think she got a good look at him, so now that she sees him up close, very bluntly, she just. What are you exactly?
I'm kind of curious to see if she has any, if Marva has, was it Marva? No.
Callie?
Callie. No, I'm thinking about the one in the water. I'm curious if Callie has any sort of response at that, or Onyx response.
This here is our new apprentice. And she's going to slap Onyx on the hip because that's pretty much level where she is at. We're still teaching him the ropes, but...
Flat ass, damn.
Yeah. We're still teaching him the ropes, but he's coming along.
My name is Onyx, and I was made by Sidian as a bit of a project and curiosity, as well as a companion that might help in the fight against the sins. Is there something I might help you with?
I think she's just kind of pacing around you right now. Just kind of looking you up and down.
Yeah, Onyx is standing still, or pretty still, aside from the head, which is kind of turning to keep.
It's going 360. Oh, that's a new one.
Full owl. No, I think I don't, because again, there's kind of the wooden bits inside, so he does have that functions somewhat like muscle. So he does actually have to. He's not double jointed everywhere.
Yeah. It's just.
I take it you ain't never seen a Warforged before.
No, I have not. I did have questions for the blacksmith, but I also wanted to see who this was exactly.
Yes.
I've heard you would be assisting us, and she's looking at Eurus is looking at Onyx right now. I've heard you will be assisting us when we go ahead and head out for one of the sins, possibly, I think.
Oh yes, is Sidian and the others, have they returned safely?
Yes.
It's good to hear.
A month, and what exactly have you done combat-wise in that month?
I defeated Sloth. Well, helped defeat. And recently, shortly after, helped Sidian's sister escape from Pride. It was... Unfortunately, we were not ready to take her out. And I am deeply... I suppose the word might be sad that we were not able to kill her. But there were other opportunities.
Oh, well, you forgot the word for sad. That's okay.
He's feeling.
He's still learning all the emotions.
It's like maximum overdrive. No, she
I would
just kind
hope
of looks
that-
at him a little bit. Oh, she's not wearing the mask anymore by this time. I think she's just kind of
Oh, yeah.
over with that.
At
least right now. Yeah, but yours does look back, kind of puzzled at the actual, blacksmith. Like, for confirmation, like, this is not real.
Oh, if he wants a blacksmith. Hey, Ash! And she kind of yells at the little blue gnome that is on the other side of the forge.
There's a small, like, millisecond smile as she thinks about anger.
And then you hear this quick footsteps behind you. Yes.
All right. I need help. What can you do with a giant dragon shell for armor?
And you see his eyes go wide for a second and then squint down as he starts thinking, dragon shell. I never had a dragon shell before. I wonder if it's... And he starts talking about comparing it to different types of minerals that he's worked with. And he is gone. He's rambling and is now lost in a train of thought as this slew of words just comes out of him.
She will stomp her spear into the ground, kind of getting his attention again.
Ah, wait. Oh. Yes?
The armor. Dragon shell?
Oh, you want armor. Do you have a dragon shell?
It's in Sidian's house. Looks over at Onyx house.
Oh, so you've met Sidian.
Yeah, they back safe.
Nice. This is good to hear. I could
I
retrieve
just
it.
told him that. He looks over at the blacksmith and
You had said that Sidian and the others had returned safe. Not that you knew him personally, but I don't think I got your name before.
she kind of stares blankly, like trying to comprehend his logic. Not even questioning it, just trying to understand.
You did not make the assumption that because you said that Sid had got back, that you knew Sid or had been returned with him.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'm just saying, like, that's just her kind of being puzzled. Like,
Oh yeah.
she hasn't talked to people, and you're not even people. Like, technically, you're becoming people. You're not quite there yet. It's like,
I am.
But will he become Vision or Ultron?
oh God, no.
Not this rabbit hole again.
Dun dun.
Anyways,
am...
I met them. They're safe. I left the dragon shell in his home. He said it would be safe there. I'm assuming it's still there. But yes.
All right.
And she'll kind of put out her hands for... She's quite a large... For fairly large, and then just kind of out of character here. Would you say they're as big as Ash?
They're bigger.
Okay. So she'll kind of like put her hand like a foot and a half higher than him, about that big, and then puts her arms out like substantially wider than him, about that wide.
Okay.
It's not like she measured.
Is that all the information you have on them?
I don't know if Sidian shared any of his findings.
Is this this is you're talking about like the creature that it came from?
Yeah. Yeah. Because I know you had not done tests, but you had.
He had done kind of an autopsy,
Sort of,
trying to determine like the, kind of internal composition.
Right. I'm not sure if you shared that though. That was what I'm trying to say.
I mean, I might say that he muttered some of this. I don't think he like ran you through like everything that he, discovered or jotted down. But
I should start putting my dice rolls.
I mean, you can ask him.
No, I'm just. I should start putting my dice rolls in the actual Discord so that I can go back and see if I had asked or how I rolled back then. Because I'm sure I tried to.
That's the tricky thing is that you don't necessarily, unless you like label it in some way, you don't know what role applies to what.
Yeah.
I will say that Sidian's main focus was on the internal workings of this demonic turtle. So I think that's primarily where his mutterings were.
I don't know if he did a whole ton on the shell.
Yeah, I don't think the shell was really investigated all that much. So they are very heavy, they're very thick, and based on the attacks that were being made on this turtle, they are pretty durable because a couple of the attacks did get deflected off of the shell. Right. But as for if it has any magical properties or anything of that nature, you are not too sure.
Okay. She does say that it was demonic. She does know that for sure. I don't remember if she knew that. Yes, it was quite large and quite hard to take down. Several of our best attacks were deflected off the shell.
A demonic dragon with a shell. What kind of creature did you face?
Bowser.
I'm
just kidding. No, I'm not gonna name it Bowser, but I am not too sure. It did take some time to. Let's go with peel the shell off.
I will say in this little gnome's mind, there is this image of this big great dragon with like these big old leathery wings wearing a turtle shell like a Halloween costume.
Beautiful.
Oh, I never said yours was great at description. Hell no.
Woo.
You throw it out there. I don't know if this is just kind of side commentary because I'm not entirely certain. I don't know if there was any dragon in there. I think it was just demon turtle.
Demon dragon turtle. A dirtle.
A demon dragon, same thing.
Not
really. Not really. But
in some cultures, no.
Onyx, do you go to retrieve the dragon shell pieces from Sidian's lab?
I think he would ask, well, I know that we were wrapping up for the day. Are the two of you up for undertaking this? I'm assuming they're going to be like enthusiastic, but
It's
Onyx is
a-
going to ask. So.
demon dragon shell. And you see this little gnome almost bouncing on his feet with excitement.
Question. Because I
Uh-huh.
have this figure in my mind. Yes? Like, I know what this thing looks like already. So I already have it in my mind. Yes?
What figure?
The demon
Mark.
dragon turtle.
The demon turtle? Yes, you do recall what
The
it looks
turtle.
like.
You know, you could just show them the giant head.
No, because and because I'm only doing this because literally, we're gonna do a long rest anyways. It never specifies what kind of beast I have to summon and summon beast. It just
That is
and
not
not
a
that
beast.
it's going to give them those stats. It's not that it's going to give them those stats. It just never says exactly what a land one or a sea one or an air beast looks like. That's why I flavored that as a white tiger.
So beast is actually a type of, I guess, not race, but category for monsters.
Classification.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Classification of monsters. So you're able to summon anything classified as a specific beast. This demon turtle is not classified as a beast, so you would not be able to summon him.
Like,
That's why
Generally,
you
I think-
can't poly or wild shape or polymorph into a demon because they're considered
Yeah.
fiends, not.
Yeah.
yeah, beasts, I think, are just any animals that
Pretty much.
generally any animal that actually exists, and or also like that would also apply to like dinosaurs.
Yeah, you could turn into a T-Rex.
She summons Jennifer, but with like a turtle shell, like this.
No.
no, I'm just kidding. No, no, but she's like, it's very hard to describe. It's I'll say it's very hard to describe because in the area that we were fighting it in, I myself wasn't familiar with the surroundings, and so
We did
Just-
pull it out of the water for a couple hours, or for like an hour.
yeah, but she had never been to this area in Gula before, ever. That's why we turned to Natasha for help then.
You know, you
So
could take
saying
them
that
back.
I've even witnessed this beast would be a lie. So she's like, it's hard to find words to describe the creature that we had fought.
Okay. I just need to see the shell.
Onyx will have gone and gotten the shell while they were having this discussion. Once he got the confirmation, they're good to work on this tonight.
Oh yeah, they are. Well, Callie looks a little exhausted, because she already knows she's in for a long night, potential nights, depending on this material they're about to get. But Ash is super excited.
I'm just imagining, like, Onyx runs into Sid, and like Onyx has like a quick greeting, but then like just immediately like grabs the shell and leaves, and Sid's just like
Hello. Okay, goodbye.
very confused. It's like, did he have new armor?
The gnome will look up at you, Eurus. So, you said armor. Did you want to turn this into armor? Is that why you're asking about armor? Did you ask
Yes.
about armor?
Yes.
What armor are you looking to get?
And she kind of looks down at herself. Yes. Let me see here. Give me a second. Give me 1 second.
Well, are you looking to have it just be like sturdy, because that'll slow you down? Or if you don't care about speed, then I can make it super strong. Or if you do care about speed, I can make it lighter, so it'll still give you a little bit of protection, but then at least you'll still be fast, kind of.
These are a few options to think about. I need something that will help cover the exposed parts, and then she'll kind of present her shield, the big old shield, when I'm hiding or behind this. Something for my arms, something for my legs, Torso would be fine, but the shield honestly blocks most of that.
Okay, so you want your arms and your legs protected? I could. Okay.
And
So not a full set of armor.
And then she brings out her mask and something to replace this.
Did you want another mask?
Or
like a
yes.
helmet?
I think a mask.
Because I could do bunny ear holes into a helmet if you need it.
She kind of like flattens her ears out. A little self-conscious there. Fuck.
Well, I think
looked,
if I made a helmet, it looked like it would be uncomfortable to squeeze those ears into.
I suppose. I mean, I'll go off your expertise. And she's kind of caught off guard. Mask or helmet. I usually wear a mask.
So I can design this however I want.
Yes.
There is this big smile that just breaks across his entire face.
I need something new.
Okay, it will take a while to make, so I don't know when I'll have it ready, but it will depend on this material. I've never worked with demon dragon shell material before.
It's an interesting material. Fantastic, honest.
Part of me is like, I hope Sid gets jealous.
Onyx!
Yeah, I'm just like imagining like Onyx just walks in, walks out with the turtle shell and is like, was I just robbed by my robot son?
Wait. While Sid was examining it, just gets all the pieces and then takes the one out of his hand and then walks out.
We need
what
this.
The fuck?
What?
What?
He was in the middle of casting Identify. Like, well, I guess I'm not finding out what that does.
Find a way to make this stuff like bend around him so it becomes almost like a shell for him.
You get it? Like a turtle.
Okay.
This will be so poetic because she's a rabbit.
So you're giving the pieces of the shell to Ash, who is then working on a piece of armor for you. He does tell you it will take a bit of time for him to finish off your pieces, but he will let you know when they're done.
She gives a nod and she says she appreciates it. And then I think she asks, are you going to need this one? And then points at Onyx.
Ash has turned his back on you after going back to his forge, so he is not in the zone. Probably did not hear your question, but Callie will look up at Onyx. Are you being sent out again to fight?
It seems, yes, that I have a mission that I will be embarking upon. Though I suppose I could still help if you need me.
No, fine. Just when you go, make sure not to damage any of the new pieces we made for you. You were in bad enough shape when you came to us.
I appreciate the help in the repairs. I cannot guarantee my own safety, as what we are fighting, I'm sure will at least a few times, but
listen, it doesn't
I
matter
will try to maintain it.
It doesn't matter to me whether you die or not. Just don't break any of these pieces.
I will certainly try.
Good.
Iris just kind of smugly, as she walks away with Onyx, a woman after my own heart, and then walks out the door with Onyx.
What do you mean by that? Onyx just innocently asked.
And then she thinks about like the times when children would talk to her and how familiar this seems. Nothing.
Ask your parents.
We yeah,
ask your
ask your
parents.
dad.
All right.
Ask your grandfather.
Ooh, maybe not that one.
Anyways,
Immediately just beelines for the captain. I'm kidding. He doesn't
okay.
know.
He knew
doesn't
the
know.
entire time.
Or does he know?
I just need to. As they're kind of walking, I'm assuming. Oh, she asked first, where can I get something to drink? It's been a long day.
Onyx will.
He points her in the direction of Mirza's.
Searching
Where's
for
the smoke?
Mirzus.
I need the smoke. Anyways, no. Go ahead.
I believe Mirzus is probably up on the mountain. No, I'm kidding. He would probably recommend or refer her to. I think it's the dining hall. See what they're calling it here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Not a cafeteria, dining hall. Gotcha. I believe that is where food and drink are typically served for those who are going on and embarking on adventures, or serving in defense of something.
Okay. As she's walking, and she's like, go ahead and tell me what you are capable of. I'm not sure. I'm sure Sidian will fill you in on what your role is, but I would also like to know. And she kind of just that's pretty much what the rest of the night is, just talking about what he can and can't do. She's kind of like studying him. This is as close as she'll get to a child without it actually being a child. She's still not, doesn't, like, she saw Mel. She saw Mel and she's like terrified. It's not even like I'm bad with kids. I'm terrified of kids. The fuck is that?
I used to kill kids.
Child phobia.
Like, what do you think I shot first? Ask what? No. That
so that's why you wanted to kill her. You just couldn't bear to talk to her.
Are you kidding me? My mom used to tell me fucking horror stories about this bitch. I don't know, but no, but there is like, she is scared, but not in the like, oh, I'm scared of children. Like, she, fucking, what's her name? The little girl. She's one of the ones that, like, yeah, let's open up the home to her. Let's bring her in. So she was really hurt when things weren't as what they were, you know?
Yeah.
So she's still not good with kids. She's kind of afraid of that. So this is as close as it's going to get for now. So she's kind of just studying him, both tactically and developmentally. Like,
yeah, Onyx will be pretty open with her. Kind of describing himself. I was having an experiment, an endeavor in seeing what might be done in developing new forms of consciousness and being, so that perhaps you all might learn more about yourselves as well. In terms of my combat capacities, Sidian I have sorceress-like abilities, though it seems the end goal is to, in a sense, break magical entropy, surpass certain limits, and that might enable better combat capabilities.
So I I really like that answer, me personally, Matthew here. Yeah, I really like that answer. Eurus there.
What?
Okay. Oh.
I don't understand any of those words in
So
that order.
what can you like actually do? Like, how do you fight?
Function.
How? I don't think I explained my like. I get that's fascinating.
I do
But-
want to just say in Onyx's POV, there's like some sort of like text box of like the mental profile that he's creating for Eurus, and he does just adjust some of the stats after that.
Wisdom
It's like instead
down.
of talking to you like an adult, they're like, I sure am, sport.
Yeah, I like that one scene in SAO Bridge.
Yeah.
But Onyx will kind of reply, I am martially capable, and I will actually summon his packed weapon, in this case, Blade, kind of showing it on display for a few moments, and then before making it kind of disappear again, as well as magical capabilities, mostly combat oriented, though I do have limited healing capabilities as well, and support.
Okay, I understand that. Thank you. So I need who are you allowed to hurt?
I am designed to purge demons and devils, primarily devils, as that is our key enemy at this moment. Though under certain circumstances, I am also instructed to attack other sorts of creatures if the need arises to either defend those who might need defending, or in order to achieve other sorts of whatever the mission entails.
Okay.
Though that is
There's kind of
typically
a-
only if provoked.
There's kind of a sigh of relief a little bit, because look, she just met Sid, and this is one of those situations. And she tells him it's not that I don't trust him. In fact, if I didn't, do you tell him everything?
I share most things with him, though
Okay,
not
we're
thing
going to learn about secrets today.
necessarily.
Okay.
Oh,
If I didn't trust him, I wouldn't be here. Okay?
Hmm.
Right? He's an okay guy. And I will dismantle you if I hear that come out of his mouth because you told him.
if you will dismantle me if he knows that you trust him.
No, I will dismantle you if I find out that you told him what I told you. That's
I see. I think
between
I
us.
understand.
We're
I will advise that if you do try to dismantle me, I will not. This will be one of the situations in which I would be forced to protect myself and fight back. Though from what I understand, this is a hypothetical situation.
very much so, but I like your spirit. We'll definitely talk about this more when you're caught up with the actual plan. I feel like that should be something. I don't know how to talk to you, and I don't want to miscommunicate. So I'm going to leave that to Sidian for now.
I'm
But
sorry if you do not
this
feel.
was very... What?
I'm sorry that if you do not feel that you can talk to me, but I think I understand what you mean.
There's this look on her face like, oh, God, puppy. There's a little
So
bit
much
like,
nicer
it's
than Sidian.
adorable. It's like, oh, this is adorable. Anyways, I'm fighting with a child tomorrow. And then with that, I think she kind of ends the conversation. Just, can you get drunk before she like puts a couple fingers up?
I am capable of consuming food and did try a small portion of alcohol during our previous adventure. I have not fully.
You cut out. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. I am capable of consuming food and drink, though, and I did try a small portion of alcohol on our previous adventure, though I have not fully put this ability to the test, so I am not entirely certain.
Oh, give me 1 second. I need something. Oh, we about to have a drinking contest. All right. This is a big girl. She likes to drink. She just puts her finger. She puts her hands up instead of putting 2 fingers. You see her put up 6.
Oh, I see.
I think that's how I'm gonna
Remember,
leave them to that, or at least Eurus to that.
Do you want to roll
Onyx,
some,
you were trained / hunted by one of the best.
do we want to roll some contested checks, best 2 out of 3, to see who wins this drinking competition?
I don't know. DM, what do you think?
Roll me some Constitution checks, and then we'll Constitution saving throws, and we'll see who gets that. Yeah, to see who is getting hit harder by this alcohol.
Is this would this count as being poisoned? Because I am. I have advantage against those saves.
Yes.
You
Give
burp
me a
fire
second.
as well,
I'm trying
Bender.
to see. I'm trying to see.
Drinking competition with a robot.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
That's a
like
23, by the
Steve
way.
Rogers and Thor having a drinking contest.
It's just going to be that scene from Lord of the Rings with.
I will be
Legolas and
using absorb elements for poison damage.
Oh my God, no.
I mean, I'm just naturally resistant to poison damage. I don't think I would that count for the poison resisting
Nope.
poison condition. Okay.
So I got 15.
Okay. 1 point Onyx. If you guys want to roll again, see best 2 out of 3.
That's another 23.
That's not even fair.
He has resistance.
I
He
also
challenged
have
a robot to a
I
drinking
have-
contest.
Yeah, well, she didn't know. She didn't know that. I got a 14 on that one.
Perfect.
Constitution is his second highest stat, and he has proficiency in Constitution saves.
Oh.
So, Eurus,
Yeah.
I think you realize kind of early on that, this robot can drink, because he does not seem to be getting very much affected by any of the drinks that you guys are having.
This is a
Then
strange
I
sensation.
think her goal is no longer to. Maybe this is the alcohol. This is definitely alcohol talking. Her goal is no longer to beat him. Her goal is now to get him drunk.
Okay.
So, yes.
How many more saves should I make to
Go ahead and roll me one more. And Eurus, you go ahead and roll me one more as well.
man,
Come on, Kimmy, don't let me fail now because I haven't been rolling with her dice. So, Kimmy.
Man, like if I save against this and he like only like very much like begins to feel drunk, it's like we gotta get this boy drunk
Hey.
on the point.
Got a dirty 20.
26.
Yeah, yours. It's not even close. I think you try to get him drunk, but it does not seem to be affecting him very much. In fact, it seems to be having the opposite effect as you start to get more and more intoxicated as the night goes on. By the end, you can't even recall if Onyx got drunk or not, because it kind of all starts to blur out.
You're starting to wonder if he was drinking water.
Yeah, like this isn't right.
Alcohol refuels my energy cells. What's the cigar for? It makes me look cool.
But that is how you guys spend your night. We are getting a little bit late, so I do want to wrap it up. Before we end this night in Sutton Outpost, is there anything that anyone else would like to do?
I don't
I
think,
think-
so.
I think Sid Shamil at the dining hall with some of the rest of you. I think this might have been before. I don't know when you went or if you getting, but it might have been before Eurus and Onyx came through. And then he's going to work on finishing up the project
Okay,
before heading to bed.
perfect.
Do you guys see
nice.
their little competition or no?
No, you guys would arrive to the dining hall after dinner, quote unquote, is served.
Oh, give me a second. I need to roll something here. Actually, I need to roll 2 somethings.
You know what?
okay.
Natasha
Well, she
and Moses
pukes.
kind of disappeared.
She dedefinitely pukes. Somewhere in the
No,
bushes.
Rainbow.
Give me a second. Give me 1 second.
I think that Onyx
Crystal
described
40?
Oh, okay. 40? For what?
40. For her thing. Just wait
For
a
her
second.
vocals.
Oh. Okay. TPK.
Bomb goes off.
You're fine.
Oh, Jesus.
That
Because
would've been hilarious.
imagine that, like, that's how it goes when she hurls. Just.
Now I'm just imagining her doing it into the air and just like launching it into her puke into the horizon.
I thought you meant Sutton Outpost.
Mers, you were saying Mers and Natasha do what now?
They probably disappeared a little bit after the whole meeting before dinner. To make it quick, he essentially just gathered up a picnic to go out over by the mountaintop of the hot spring. A picnic, quick little shower because we've been in that swampy ass hula for days. Fuck that.
Change
Yeah.
of scenery,
And then as soon as
definitely appreciated.
Have a nice
definitely went on the carpet ride when it hit dark, just so you can see the stars, and probably camped out for the night. That'll be about it.
Perfect. Anything else anyone else would like to do before this night ends?
I think I'm good.
Perfect. Then we will end the night here. We will pick up again with the next day at Sutton Outpost. Everyone's able to take their long rest if they haven't already done so on their character sheet. Woo!
Ooh.
Oh, God, I need to.
And then, yeah, we will pick up not next week, the week after, with
Yeah.
the next
Actually-
morning of Sutton Outpost.
Are we just taking next
The
Monday,
morning
or
after.
are we just to confirm? Are we?
I believe it's the next week off, right?
I think so.
Because I
Just to double check.